Welcome back to Malevolent Elephant. I wanted to welcome all my new subscribers. This has been such an incredible week. This channel's grown so much in a pretty short amount of time, and I definitely appreciate your patronage. Thanks for joining the family. Now, we are all getting pumped up for the upcoming It film, and the closer we get, it's got me thinking a little bit about the book. It was a fantastic book, but hell, nothing's perfect. So I thought I'd give you my picks for 5 things about Stephen King's It that I hated. And with that, let's just get right into it. Number 5 is the length. Although not as long as his book, The Stand, it is very long. I mean, this book is over 1,100 pages. You know, it's one of those novels that you really have to set some time aside for, because not only does it have over 1,100 pages, folks, but it's small print. I mean, seriously. This is definitely not a book for inexperienced or casual readers, as its length and great detail will overwhelm you for sure. Number 4 is, why the kids? Pennywise is the shape-shifting antagonist who feeds on the fears of the kids and eats them. But why the kids? I mean, why do they have to be kids? That's my question. I mean, Pennywise is probably the biggest reason that the fear of clowns is so prevalent. I know grown-ass men that are still terrified of clowns to this day. I mean, this clown took the term child predator to an unprecedented level. Number 3 is social issues. The book tangled with social issues for sure. Bill Benbrough is the brother of Georgie, who of course got terrorized and had his arm ripped off by Pennywise. So Bill, who is sort of the de facto leader of the Losers Club, has the most personal vendetta towards finishing Pennywise. However, Bill had a bad stuttering issue and was bullied, which of course can be triggering for some readers. In fact, all of the kids were pretty much bullied, and some of them had abusive parents. In addition, there was a club called the Black Spot that was a hangout spot for black soldiers, and of course was burned down by some white supremacists. Mike is the son of Will Hanlon, who witnessed a giant bird attacking one of the members who burned the club down. The bird hovered above the crowd with balloons hanging from its wings. I mean, that is terrifying, isn't it? There was a chapter where Adrian Mellon, a gay resident of Derry, was murdered. Derry was a very homophobic town, and Mellon was repeatedly harassed and bullied before being brutally beaten by homophobic bullies, tossed over a bridge, and left for dead, and then of course eaten by Pennywise. I mean, what a crazy book this is. Number 2 is Sleepless Nights. Why in the world did I read this book when I was so young? Like, I had no business doing that. You know how you go to the pharmacy for that extra strength medicine that the pharmacist asks for a prescription to get? That's pretty much what should occur when people go to Barnes and Nobles to buy this book. Because especially if you are a kid, you will need something to help you sleep after reading It. Stephen King's meticulous attention to detail gives you such a vivid picture of the things you are reading about. You know, I think Stephen King has some psychological issues. As brilliant as he is, you have to be psychotic to come up with this stuff. Number 1 is the kids' group session. Now, y'all know I can't leave here without talking about the orgy in the book between Beverly Marsh and all the boys. After a temporary takedown of Pennywise by the Losers Club, they started to have conflict with each other and not get along, as they essentially got lost in the sewers and couldn't find their way out. Beverly came out and told the group, quote, "You have to put your thing in me." I mean, you gotta be kidding. And unfortunately, because y'all know how detailed Stephen King is, this uncomfortable to read sex fest went on for a few pages. This simultaneous act of all the group losing their virginity was done to supposedly bind them together. I mean, it did that, like, literally. You know, it goes without saying that this does not need to be something that's in the movie. I mean, let's just leave it where it is. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Also hit the bell for notifications so that you'll know when I make a new video. And don't you dare leave here without subscribing.